Hello, this is Alex Anist with a quick video on sharps and flats. This is for some of my younger students who are learning how to play a melody that is called Blue Monk. And we're just going to start here on this note, which is C. And we know that this note is D, and this note is E, and this note is F. The reason we know that is because we have already gone over the musical alphabet. So if you haven't gone over the musical alphabet, there's an earlier video that explains whole steps and half steps and everything that you need to know in advance before you understand what we're about to do. So this is C, and this is D, and this is the note halfway between C and D. So anytime we take a note and we go up a half step, we're sharping that note. So this is a C. This note is C sharp. That's what we're going to call this note. D. We're going to call this note D sharp. And we're going to call this note E. And we're going to call this note F, because there's only a half step between E and F. So C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. Now, when we go the other direction, this is F, this is E, this is D sharp, but we're going to call it something else this time. And there's rules or guidelines about when we call it D sharp and when we call it E flat, but for now, I'm just gonna show you what a flat is. So a flat is the opposite of a sharp. If I'm on a note, let's take this D. I'm on this D. If I go up a half step, now it's D sharp. Okay, I'm back on this D. If I go down a half step, it's now D flat. So this is a D. This is a D sharp. This is a D. This is a D flat. It means that all these notes have two names. Okay? This is a C. This is a C sharp. This is a D. This is a D flat now. C, C sharp, D, D flat. So, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F, E, E flat, D, D flat, C. I'm only doing those 6 notes because those are notes that we're using in Blue Monk. I'm going to do the high E string. Open E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, open E. So I imagine some of that's a little bit confusing, but remember these couple of principles here. Any note, when you raise it, you've sharped it. So this is a G, now it's a G sharp. Any note when you lower it, you flatted it. So this is a G, and that's a G flat. Any note that has a sharp name also has a flat name. So that's a G sharp, that's an A, that note is also an A flat. So this is a G sharp or an A flat. That's an F sharp or a G flat. Okay? All right, thank you.